Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video on realizations. A week ago I made a video guiding students how to strategize if they are close to completing 25% or 75% of the syllabus. But one comment that kept repeating in that video was, Riya, what if I'm starting my preparation today? So I decided to make a video for such folks, people who are just starting or about to start their CAT 2026 preparation. If that's you, first of all, don't panic. I know 120 days might seem very little, but over the time that I've interacted with hundreds of CAT aspirants, I've realized that late starters don't necessarily perform poorly because of lack of time, but they also fail because they follow a strategy that wasn't designed for someone who was starting just now. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I would plan my 120-day prep if I was starting my CAT prep from scratch today. Let's get into it. Step 1 is to figure out which late starter are you. There are broadly two types of people who start late. The first is someone with strong fundamentals. They know that they are reasonably good in maths, English, logical reasoning. They understand all the basic concepts. They just haven't specifically started for CAT prep. If that's you, then honestly the standard strategy would be to map out what you already know from the syllabus and what are the topics that would need some kind of revision. And then once you've covered that, move to sectional mocks early and then slowly move to full length mocks by September, October. The rest of this video is basically for the second category of late starters, which are most people, someone with an average or weak fundamentals. Maybe you've been away from maths for years, or maybe you're too busy with college life or with work, or maybe you're starting now because life just happened. And if that's you, there are two mistakes I want to warn you about upfront before we even get into the month-wise strategy for you. The first mistake will be trying to complete 100% of the syllabus and also maybe in the wrong order. Why most late starters struggle is that they try to complete the full syllabus while also simultaneously building basics from scratch, plus preparing in the wrong sequence. If you'll do this, you'll end up touching everything, but you'll not master or even be decently good at anything. The second mistake is spending way too much time covering theory because you never feel ready enough to start giving mocks. CAT is one of those exams where learning happens through practice, through mock tests, through sectional mocks, not before them. And the longer you postpone mocks, the harder they will become psychologically. So what's the solution? Instead of preparing every single topic one by one, prepare according to their weightage. You don't have to finish everything. You have to finish the most important topics first. In quants, arithmetic and algebra contribute to close to half of the syllabus. Then comes geometry, another significant chunk. Modern maths and number systems are not that big of a chunk. So if you're starting today, start in this order. First arithmetic, then algebra, then geometry, and then if you have time left, treat number system and modern maths as bonus topics. I really want you to hear this. You may not finish the entire syllabus, and that's okay. That could be a real possibility if you're starting just 120 days away. But even if you deeply understand 75% of the syllabus, that's infinitely better than just hastily brushing through 100% of the syllabus and remembering nothing for the exam. The exact same principle applies to mocks. You probably won't be able to take as many mocks as someone who started 6 months ago, but 10 well analyzed mocks will be more valuable than 20 mocks that you were never able to review properly. Now let's come to section wise strategy and a rough month wise breakdown. For quants, the broad timeline would look something like this. If you start today, you need to give 2 to 3 weeks primarily to arithmetic, which means by mid August you should be done with arithmetic. Then from mid August to mid September, that's roughly 3 to 4 weeks, that goes to algebra. Then another 1 to 2 weeks to geometry. If you still have time left, pick up number system and modern maths and hope to finish it by mid October. Across these 4 months, your target should be to roughly solve 500 to 800 questions. I know that sounds a lot, but do the math. It comes out to approximately 10 to 20 questions every day, which is actually very manageable. Now I'll share a few techniques that help me in quants tremendously. First, whenever you're unable to solve a problem, don't just directly jump into the solution and then move on. Okay, look at the solution, then understand it, and then close the video or the book and then try to solve the same question yourself from scratch. And then to top it off, also solve one or two another similar problems without looking, because watching someone else solve the problem and understanding it is not the same as learning to solve it. Your brain only remembers concepts when you actively try to retrieve it from memory. Another revision habit that I would highly recommend is that every 2 to 3 weeks, go back and revise the topics that you had covered last month. Also, resolve 5 to 10 questions that you had attempted a few weeks ago. This spaced revision actually helps you to move concepts into long term memory. Now, let's come to VARC and DILR. These two sections are very different from quants, and there's actually very little theory you need to finish, which means that waiting to complete all lectures, if you're watching lectures from any series, will be a very big mistake. You have to start practicing almost immediately. Solve a lot of practice problems along with watching the lectures of a given topic. Very quickly move to sectional mocks. Use a lot of previous year questions and try solving 1 to 2 RCs and 1 to 2 DILR sets almost daily. Once you've understood all the different types of questions in VRC and DILR, start taking sectional mocks every week and building your section attempting strategy. Initially, you may only finish 1 to 2 sets max in the full 40-minute time. And that's okay. The objective is not perfection, but that sprint itself of sitting 40 minutes and trying to solve VRC or DILR sets in time pressure will actually build speed. If you're someone who's looking for a coaching to structure your last 4 months of CAT prep, then do check out iQuanta's CAT 2026 full course. Last year, 580 plus of their students got a 99 plus percentile and close to 500 plus aspirants converted top B schools. This year, they've introduced 2 new features in the batch. First is that now all their classes and practice sessions and learning will happen through the iQuanta's new app. Along with that, you'll also get one-on-one mentorship so that you get the guidance you need. You can connect directly with their faculty, CAT toppers, and even IIM alumni. The second feature is the newly launched AI-driven catmock test series, where you'll get topic and section basis analysis plus AI-driven detailed feedback, plus text and video solutions, error tracker, and many more. 6 sectional tests are already free on the website. Now, coming to the course itself, the entire syllabus is planned so that everything is completed by September, leaving 2 months exclusively for revision. You'll also get a free crash course during the revision phase. The batch includes regular live classes by some of iQuanta's top faculty members, including Shabana ma'am, Raj sir, who cover every topic from basic to the advanced level. And as your preparation progresses, you'll also get access to basic to advanced learning modules for VRC and DILR, essential special quant videos for non-engineers, 24/7 doubt support, CAT level mock test with AI-powered analysis. If you want to know more about the batch, you can check out the links in the pinned comments and the description of the video. You can also join the free CAT groups for exam updates and resources that iQuanta has. Now let's get back to the video. Now, coming to the mock strategy. Towards the end of August, you will have to start to give sectional mocks every week. Definitely for VRC and DILR, quants can still wait. Increase it to 2 sectional mocks per week in September. Once you've completed 50 to 60% of the quant syllabus, also start quant sectional mocks. From mid-October onwards, start taking full-length mocks. Now, here's one part that most people will miss, which is mock analysis. For every 2-hour mock that you give, you have to spend at least 3 to 4 hours analyzing it. And here's how you do that. First, look at all the problems that you could not attempt. Go and look for their solutions. Second, go to all the problems that you attempted but got wrong. This is very dangerous because you have to go back and understand whether you got the formula wrong or whether you made a silly mistake or a calculation mistake or you completely misunderstood the question. And third is go and look at the questions that you got correct and see if there was another faster way to do it. Did you take the long step or you actually used a formula or a trick? Remember, mock isn't just to test your knowledge, it's also teaching you how to select questions. Also, don't fix your section attempting strategy just after 1 to 2 mocks. Build it gradually over multiple mocks. Now comes another very important part, which is your mindset and your revision strategy for these 4 months. One thing that I don't want you to be doing for the next 4 months is just constantly thinking, I've already lost so much time, I started so late. Because that thought is also another distraction. You cannot go back and change it. All that you have in your hand is your efforts for the next 4 months. And those efforts will be your answer to the anxiety that you're facing. Don't watch like 10 motivational videos or like more videos. Just go and study. Also, there will be a lot of times when you will feel stuck at a question or you will just blank out. In those moments, it's okay to go and look at the solution first and then try to solve it yourself, like I just said, and then close the book and solve it without looking at it. and then go and solve 2 to 3 problems which are of the similar kind. And even if you just completely blank out, try to see if you could write down all the information from that question into a more structured way, especially for DILR. Many times, even just simply getting the information onto paper helps you to understand what the next possible step could be. And finally, give these last 120 days your all, your time, your focus, your consistency, because these 120 days will never come back. Now, to sum it all up, if your fundamentals are strong, just cover the topics that are new to you and start giving mocks early. If your fundamentals are weak, prioritize the high weightage topics first instead of trying to complete every single chapter. And remember, CAT does not care if you completed 100% of the syllabus. What matters is that you are able to go and attempt approximately 50% of the questions correctly, and that will only happen if you make utmost use of the time you have now. Don't spend the next 4 months regretting the months that you've already lost. Spend this time making the most of it so that by the end of it, you're proud of yourself. If you had started your preparation a while back, then definitely check out this previous video where I cover strategies that you should be following if you're nearing 20% completion or 75% completion of syllabus. As always, thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you in the next one, but till then, like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know what's the biggest problem that you're facing at this stage of your preparation, and I'll try to answer that. Bye bye, all the best.